everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're embarking on an incredible journey back in time. Not just to look at ruins, but to uncover the mind-blowing genius of ancient engineers. We often think of our modern world as the pinnacle of technological achievement, but what if I told you that thousands of years ago, civilizations were building things that still baffle experts today? These aren't just piles of stone. They're masterpieces of ingenuity that have been forgotten by time. So, grab your explorer's hat, because you won't believe these forgotten ancient engineering marvels. Let's start in the heart of the Roman Empire. We all know about the Colosseum and the aqueducts, but have you ever heard of the Roman dodec? Archaeologists have found over 100 of these strange, 12-sided bronze objects scattered across Europe. Each face has a circular hole of a different size, and they're decorated with small knobs. The mystery? No one knows for sure what they were used for. There's no mention of them in any Roman texts. Theories range from a candlestick holder to a rangefinder for Roman artillery, a sewing gauge for farmers, or even a mystical device for What do you think? It's a perfect example of a complex, precisely crafted object whose purpose is completely lost to us. The level of metalworking skill required is immense, and it shows that everyday objects in the Roman world could be far more sophisticated than we imagined. Now, let's travel even further back to ancient Greece. Forget the Parthenon for a moment and let's talk about the Antikythera mechanism, discovered in a shipwreck off the coast of a Greek island. This device is often called the world's first analog computer, dating back to the 2nd century BC. This intricate contraption of interlocking bronze gears was astonishingly complex. It could predict astronomical positions and eclipses for decades in advance. It could track the 4-year cycle of the ancient Olympic Games. Think about that for a second. Over 2,000 years ago, someone engineered a mechanical computer with a level of miniaturization and complexity that would not be seen again for another 1,000 years. It completely rewrites our understanding of what the ancient Greeks were capable of, moving beyond philosophy and art into the realm of high-precision mechanical engineering. It's a ghost of a brilliant, lost technology. Next, we journey to ancient India, to the Kailasa Temple at Ellora. This isn't a building in the traditional sense. It wasn't constructed by stacking stones. Instead, it was carved. The entire temple, a monolithic structure, was excavated directly out of a single, massive basalt cliff face. Imagine the vision it took. Workers started at the top of the cliff and carved downwards, removing an estimated 400,000 tons of rock to reveal this architectural wonder. The level of planning required is almost impossible to comprehend. You can't make a mistake. You can't go back and fix a wall you carved too thin. Everything had to be planned to perfection from the very first strike of the chisel. The temple features multiple stories, intricate courtyards, bridges, and incredibly detailed sculptures. It's a testament to a form of reverse engineering that is simply... Let's fly over to South America, to the highlands of Peru, to a site that predates the Incas, Pumapunku. The stonework here is so precise it defies explanation. We're talking about massive granite and diorite blocks, some weighing over 100 tons, cut with what appear to be machine-like precision. The stones fit together like a complex puzzle without any mortar. You can't even slip a piece of paper between them. Some blocks have perfectly straight edges, 90-degree angles, and incredibly smooth faces. The most baffling part are the H-blocks, which are all of a uniform design, as if they were mass-produced. How did a civilization without written language, the wheel, or iron tools achieve this level of stonemasonry? Mainstream archaeology has theories involving simple tools and immense manpower, but when you look at the evidence up close, the mystery only deepens. It looks less like ancient stonework and more like giant, prefabricated concrete blocks. Back to the old world! Let's explore the underground city of Derinkiu in Turkey. This wasn't just a cave or a small shelter. Derinkiu is an entire city, 18 stories deep, capable of housing up to 20,000 people, along with their livestock and food supplies. It had everything: living quarters, stables, churches, storage rooms, and wine presses. But the engineering genius is in its design. It features complex ventilation shafts, some over 50 meters long, that provided fresh air to even the lowest levels. It had wells to provide clean water that weren't connected to the surface to prevent poisoning. And for defense, it had massive rolling stone doors, like something out of an Indiana Jones movie that could seal off passageways from the inside. This city wasn't just dug out, it was brilliantly engineered for long-term survival, a subterranean refuge of incredible complexity. Let's look at one final, often overlooked marvel: the ancient Nazca lines in Peru. From the ground, they're just shallow lines in the desert. But from the air, they form over 800 stunning geoglyphs of animals, plants, and geometric shapes, some stretching for hundreds of meters. The question isn't just why, but how. How did the Nazca people between 500 BC and 500 AD create these massive, perfectly proportioned figures without being able to see them from above? It required a sophisticated understanding of geometry and scale. They would have needed to create small-scale models and then meticulously scale them up on the desert floor. It's a form of landscape engineering and artistry on a colossal scale. A message etched into the earth itself that we can only fully appreciate from the sky. It proves that ancient people had a mastery of planning and execution that challenges our modern assumptions. From mechanical computers in ancient Greece to entire cities carved from rock, the ancient world is full of these lost engineering marvels. They remind us that ingenuity is not exclusive to our time. These civilizations possessed a deep, often mysterious knowledge of mathematics, astronomy, and materials science that allowed them to achieve the impossible. They are the silent testaments to the lost genius of our ancestors, and they challenge us to keep digging, keep questioning, and to never underestimate the past. What do you think is the most impressive feat of ancient engineering? Let me know down in the comments. I'd love to read your thoughts. Thank you so much for joining me on this incredible journey today. If you enjoyed this dive into history's greatest mysteries, please give this video a thumbs up. And do you want to forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you won't miss our next adventure? Until next time, stay curious.